Hi, my name is Ami Megani and I work for Centerbase Technical Support. In our previous video, we discussed Item Manager. Remember, Item Manager is the tool used to store, modify, and create the categories that you plan to manage in Centerbase. And these categories we call items. Each of these items have a form. For example, for the company, you have a form where you can store data such as phone number, email address, number of employees, whatever you want to store, whatever data you want to have in this form, you can decide what you want to put in here. Same with contact. You can also put information pertaining to that contact, number, address, anything like that you can put in this form. Now, as a reminder, Centerbase comes with pre-designed forms. So the company, the contact, there's some pre-designed forms in Centerbase that you can use as is. So you actually have a few options. You can use the existing forms as is. You can modify the existing forms, meaning change the name of the company or the contact to vendor or another name that whatever nomenclature you use in your company. You can remove certain fields or change the icon. And then finally, you can create a brand new form and design it from scratch the way you like. And most likely, you'll be using one or more of these options. Okay, so let's get started with Form Designer. Form Designer is an arrangement of data or inputs or fields that you want to have represent that item. So for example, if we want to do a customer survey, I may want to show maybe the name of the actual survey, maybe the name of the company or the contact that I linked from. So maybe I want to pull in these values onto this form. I might want to put in an email address or maybe even put in like an attachment or something. So I can decide what fields I want to put here and how they're arranged and how they're laid out on this form. Now again, it might be a good idea to review the existing pre-designed forms and see if there's already something similar to what you want before you create one from scratch. But for the sake of the video, we wanted to show you how you can create a form and customize it to your needs. One thing worth noting is that Form Designer is not a privilege to all users. You must have admin rights to be able to access Form Designer. Form Designer can be accessed from the Admin tab on your ribbon, and just look for the second button. It should say Form Designer, and that will get me into the tool. Alternatively, I can simply right-click on the form that I want to access and right-click in a space and select Form Designer. Okay, now we're in the Form Designer. This is where we can create fields and arrange the form as we'd like. Now it's a good idea before even getting into the Form Designer to really think about what kind of data you want stored in that item. So I've decided to do a customer survey. So some things that I'd be interested in is to know what company sent this survey, what's the main contact that did the survey. I want to know the date of the survey. I want to know the type of feedback we got. Was it through an email? Was it through our web form? I'd also like to know if my company has acknowledged that feedback. Have I thanked the person for providing feedback to my company? So these are things that I've thought of that I think would be useful to my form for a customer survey item.